Growing up under the relentless global spotlight of the White House, Malia Ann Obama was once perceived as a little princess, a young girl whose every developmental step, every public appearance, was meticulously followed and often intensely scrutinized by the entire world. But when she eventually departed from the direct glare of the political spotlight, she consciously chose a markedly different and intriguingly private path, one characterized by quiet determination, a strong sense of individualism, and a capacity for compelling surprises. Few people are truly aware that behind her often reserved and composed public appearance lies a life brimming with fascinating, closely guarded secrets and ambitions that extend far beyond the inherited title of daughter of the former president. Dear viewers, before continuing this video, we kindly ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to receive notifications about new video releases, please hit the bell icon. Thank you for your understanding. However, the journey of former President Obama's elder daughter has not been without its share of imperfections or public examination. Malia has experienced her own rebellious moments, common to many young people navigating the complexities of adolescence and early adulthood, including instances of drinking, smoking, and inadvertently causing public controversy. What kind of life is Malia Obama genuinely living now, away from the structured confines of her formative years? What is the true measure of her personal fortune as she forges her own professional identity? All the intriguing secrets and nuanced details about Malia Obama's evolving life are poised to be revealed. The early life of the young woman once known as America's Little Princess, Malia Ann Obama, was inextricably linked to the unique experience of growing up within the historic and heavily guarded walls of the White House. Born on the 4th of July, 1998, a date synonymous with American independence, Malia Ann Obama seemed almost destined from her very inception to make her own mark on history. When Malia was born in the vibrant city of Chicago, her father, Barack Obama, was diligently serving as a law professor and a state senator in Illinois, while her mother, Michelle Obama, held the esteemed position of Associate Dean of Student Services at the University of Chicago. At that juncture, no one could have possibly envisioned that this little girl, born into a family deeply committed to public service and intellectual pursuits, would ultimately grow up at the very epicenter of world power, as the elder daughter of the 44th President of the United States. Malia's earliest years were spent in Chicago's serene and academically oriented Hyde Park neighborhood, where she and her younger sister, Sasha, engaged in typical childhood activities. They played soccer with youthful exuberance, took dance classes, and diligently attended piano and tennis lessons. Although Malia was diagnosed with asthma as a young child, this health challenge did little to dampen the spirits or curtail the activities of the energetic and vivacious girl. The truly monumental turning point that irrevocably altered the trajectory of Malia's life occurred in 2004, when her father, Barack Obama, was successfully elected to the United States Senate, catapulting the family onto a larger political stage. This journey continued its upward momentum, and in 2008, Obama achieved his historic presidential victory, bringing his entire family, including a then 10-year-old Malia and her younger sister Sasha, into the intense, unyielding global spotlight. Malia, along with her family, officially moved into the White House in January 2009. At that time, her sister Sasha was only 7 years old, making her the youngest child to inhabit the presidential residence since John F. Kennedy Jr. in the early 1960s, a fact that underscored the youthful energy the Obama family brought to the nation's capital. Despite being constantly trailed by cameras and scrutinized by the media, Malia consistently stood out, not merely because she was the president's daughter, but also due to her evident intelligence, her poised confidence, and her burgeoning ability to articulate a voice of her own. During her formative years in Washington, D.C., Malia attended Sidwell Friends School, a prestigious educational institution that had previously educated other presidential children, including Chelsea Clinton and Tricia Nixon Cox. More than just fulfilling the role of a president's daughter, Malia actively sought to carve out her own identity through a diverse array of experiences. She dedicated her summers to working in film studios in both New York and Los Angeles, gaining early exposure to the creative industries. She also undertook an internship at the U.S. Embassy in Madrid, Spain, broadening her international perspective, and notably joined her mother, Michelle Obama, in impactful humanitarian work aimed at promoting education for girls in Africa. In recognition of her growing public presence and influence, in 2014, at the age of 16, she was named one of the 25 most influential teens in the world by Time magazine. This accolade acknowledged her remarkable rise as a public figure, one who skillfully balanced the pressures of fame, the demands of her schoolwork, and the inherent challenges of navigating adolescence under such unique circumstances. Despite growing up under the constant, close supervision of the Secret Service, for whom she was assigned the codename Radiance, Malia has always demonstrated a concerted effort to build an independent identity for herself. Her experiences on world tours with her family, enjoying warm Christmas holidays in Hawaii, and even assisting her father with Spanish communication during a historic visit to Cuba in 2016, all contributed to forging the brave, sharp, and exceptionally promising young woman that Malia Obama has become. Possessing the inherent temperament one might associate with a White House princess, yet also imbued with the courage and resilience characteristic of the Obama lineage, Malia Ann Obama has progressively affirmed her own name and identity, relying not solely on the considerable shadow of her family, but increasingly on her own extraordinary talent and dedicated efforts. The career journey undertaken by Princess Malia Ann Obama has indeed been one that commands admiration, particularly for its independent and creatively driven direction. In February 2021, the fashion and culture publication Harper's Bazaar made significant headlines when it reported that Malia had successfully earned a coveted spot in one of Hollywood's most sought-after writers' rooms, the creative team assembled by the multi-talented Donald Glover for a new Amazon Prime Video series. This project, a satirical comedy horror film titled Swarm, premiered in March 2023 and quickly garnered positive reviews from critics for its bold and unconventional approach. Donald Glover, himself a multiple Emmy Award winner, was notably full of praise for the young Malia, remarking, "She's an incredibly talented person. She's really focused, and she's working really hard." He further opined, "I think she's going to do great things." The co-creator of Swarm, Janine Neighbors, also admitted that Malia possesses unique, sharp ideas and consistently delivered crazy but extremely impressive drafts during the writing process. Not content to limit her contributions to screenwriting, in April 2023, Malia officially made her directorial debut with her first short film, evocatively titled The Heart. The film premiered at the prestigious Sundance Film Festival in the United States in early 2024 and subsequently continued its festival circuit with a screening at the 50th Deauville Film Festival in France in September of the same year. Significantly, for this directorial endeavor, Malia chose to use the professional name Malia Ann, deliberately omitting her famous surname. She explained that this decision was made to allow audiences to judge the work based purely on its artistic content and inherent quality, uninfluenced by the global reputation of her family. Former President Barack Obama publicly supported his daughter's decision, sharing his observation that Malia was very independent and that she genuinely desired to be recognized for her own talent and dedicated efforts. The Heart itself is a poignant narrative exploring the story of a man grieving the loss of his mother and attempting to fulfill her last wish. Malia shared that the film reflects complex emotions of loss, loneliness, forgiveness, and regret. and expressed her hope that the work would help viewers feel more comforted and connected through shared human experience. While The Heart was nominated for Best Short Film at Sundance, it did not ultimately win the top prize in that category. However, the film did receive a nomination for the IMDb Pro Shortcuts Award for Best Film at the Toronto International Film Festival. Furthermore, The Heart was also screened at the Telluride Film Festival in the USA in September 2023 and at the Chicago International Film Festival in October of the same year. At the Chicago Film Festival, her film was recognized as the Best Live-Action Short Film and impressively won the Silver Hugo in this category, also receiving a Golden Hugo nomination for Best Narrative Short Film. Malia Obama's debut with The Heart marked an important and auspicious turning point in her burgeoning career, powerfully showcasing the determination and considerable ability of a young artist who is progressively and confidently asserting herself within the competitive and demanding film industry. In addition to her burgeoning artistic career, Malia has also demonstrated a consistent engagement with social activities and activism. She notably appeared at the 2017 Dakota Access Pipeline protest, which took place during the Sundance Film Festival, signaling her concern for environmental issues and indigenous rights. Furthermore, she participated in the Black Lives Matter protests that swept the nation following the tragic death of George Floyd in 2020, aligning herself with calls for racial justice and police reform. Since her early childhood, Malia has appeared alongside her family at numerous important national events, including the We Are One, the Obama inaugural celebration at the Lincoln Memorial, and the annual National Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony. She has also been featured in prominent documentaries that chronicled her family's journey, such as Barack Obama, The Power of Hope, and Michelle Obama's autobiographical film, Becoming. Although born directly into the intense glare of the political spotlight, Malia has consciously chosen an independent path, primarily focusing on creating art and telling stories rather than actively pursuing fame for its own sake. At the age of 26, she is methodically and impressively building a brilliant career, making a concerted effort not to rely solely on her parents' considerable shadow, but instead striving to make her own distinct and meaningful mark within the dynamic and ever-evolving entertainment industry. As of 2025, Malia Obama's estimated net worth is reported to be in the range of $100,000 to $500,000. This wealth is primarily derived from her burgeoning work as a screenwriter, a budding director, and various contracts within the film industry. While this figure may appear modest when compared to the multi-million-dollar net worth of her parents, it reflects Malia's solid and independent start in her chosen creative career. Given her current trajectory and the positive reception of her early work, Malia's net worth could reasonably be expected to increase significantly in the future as she continues to achieve success and garner further recognition in her film career. Alongside her creative pursuits, Malia's personal life has also undergone significant transformations and adjustments since leaving the White House. As the daughter of a former two-term U.S. president, Malia Ann Obama resided in the White House for 8 formative years, from the tender age of 10 until she was 18th. Consequently, Malia spent a substantial and highly influential part of her childhood in what is widely considered the epicenter of global power. Malia Ann Obama's life within the White House was, by any definition, extraordinary. It's not just a typical house, but arguably the most magnificent and historically laden palace in America, boasting an astonishing 132 rooms, which include 31 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms, though figures sometimes vary slightly in different accounts. 3 swimming pools, a fully equipped gym, a private movie theater, and an expansive, beautifully manicured flower garden. With such a vast and well-appointed space, Malia and her sister Sasha certainly did not have to contend for bathroom time or struggle for personal privacy in the way many families do. They undoubtedly enjoyed a life of privilege and luxury that most people can only dream of experiencing. Despite the inherent opulence and unique circumstances of life at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Malia Ann Obama, like any presidential child, was not immune to the constant and close surveillance of the Secret Service. Although she could not travel freely without an escort, Malia quickly became accustomed to the dedicated security team that meticulously followed her every move, a necessary measure for her safety and well-being. Living in the White House also meant that Malia not only participated in significant and formal political events, but also witnessed and took part in luxurious parties where world-famous stars such as Beyoncé and Jay-Z were often in attendance. These lavish gatherings and high-class events were an indispensable and often surreal part of the lives of the president's daughters, affording them unique opportunities to interact with prominent figures from various fields and creating unforgettable memories in their journey of growing up under such a unique and intense spotlight. One of the most impressive and perhaps sometimes overwhelming aspects of residing in the White House was the sheer attentiveness of the dedicated household staff. The smallest details of daily life were carefully and efficiently taken care of by these professionals. For instance, if Malia or Sasha accidentally dropped a wet towel on the floor, they would likely never see it again after a mere 5 minutes, as the staff would quickly retrieve it for immediate cleaning and laundering. It was this unwavering professionalism and profound dedication from the White House servants that helped the Obama family maintain a comfortable and smoothly run life, despite living under immense supervision and the constant pressures associated with the presidency. Having lived in such a luxurious and historic building, with its dozens of rooms and the attentive care provided by a dedicated staff, Malia Ann Obama experienced a truly special and unparalleled journey of maturation within a space that was not only intrinsically linked with immense power, but also served as a place of deep familial connection and countless memorable experiences. After departing the White House, the Obama family, though leaving behind an iconic and powerful home, quickly transitioned into other luxurious and classy mansions befitting the considerable fortune and esteemed position of a former U.S. president. Malia Ann Obama, during this period, resided for a time in an $8.1 million Kalorama mansion, a neighborhood renowned for housing Washington, D.C.'s elite. Shortly after her father, Barack Obama, left office, Malia and her family initially stayed in the capital so that her younger sister Sasha could complete her high school education. They first rented and then subsequently purchased this magnificent mansion in the Kalorama neighborhood, an area known as a haven for prominent figures in American politics and diplomacy. The sprawling 8,200 square foot mansion, boasting numerous bedrooms and bathrooms, the source states 9 bathrooms and 8 bedrooms, presented a perfect amalgamation of luxury and cozy, familial warmth. The home featured a classic oak-paneled library and large, elegant windows that allowed natural light to flood the interiors. The spacious garden provided an ideal and private space for the Obama family to host outdoor gatherings and enjoy quiet moments together. Kalorama is not merely a quiet and affluent residential area. It also stands as a symbol of power and enduring success for a former U.S. president, and it was a place to which Malia Ann Obama was attached during a significant transitional phase of her life. Furthermore, Malia and the Obama family also acquired what has been described as one of the most expensive and desirable villas among America's super-rich, a dream villa on Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, valued at nearly $12 million. In the summer of 2019, The Obama family made significant headlines when they invested $11.75 million to purchase this extraordinary property, a highly sought-after resort destination for the ultra-wealthy in the United States. The main villa itself spans more than 7,000 square feet and is majestically surrounded by 29 acres of pristine coastal land, creating an environment of absolute and unparalleled privacy. The house's living room is a true architectural marvel, featuring an exceptionally high vaulted ceiling with exposed steel beams that lend an air of industrial chic and profound personality, complemented by a massive natural stone fireplace reminiscent of those found in ancient castles. The master bedroom of the villa offers a private sunbathing balcony and a direct, uninterrupted view of the tranquil Great Pond. This idyllic setting allows the Obama family to enjoy peaceful mornings and breathtaking natural scenery. In particular, the property also boasts a private beach, a crystal-clear swimming pool, and a separate, charming boathouse. Every summer spent here offers the Obama family an experience akin to a royal vacation, immersed in a peaceful space exceptionally close to nature. Before committing to the purchase, the Obama family had rented the house for summer vacations and quickly became enamored with its quietude and exceptional privacy. After returning multiple times, they decided to make this haven their permanent family property. Malia Ann Obama reportedly loves this vacation home immensely, often returning there each August for travel and cherished family entertainment. Before their ascent to the zenith of American politics, back in 2005, Barack and Michelle Obama, along with their two young daughters, Malia Ann and Sasha, resided in a historic house in the Kenwood neighborhood of Chicago. This was the place where they began their family life and served as their home during the early, formative years of Barack Obama's burgeoning political career when he was a senator from Illinois. The classic Georgian-style home encompasses over 6,400 square feet and features 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. It also includes distinguished elements such as a mahogany-paneled library and a dedicated wine cellar, details that subtly reflect the sophistication of the Obama family's lifestyle even then. Although they now inhabit far more luxurious and expansive residences, the Kenwood home remains a potent symbol, an indispensable and cherished piece in the great and historic journey of the first Black president of the United States. It also holds the indelible memories of Malia Ann's early childhood before she followed her parents to the unparalleled stage of the White House. Now an adult forging her own path, Malia lives away from her parents. She reportedly shares a residence with her younger sister Sasha in Los Angeles, California, specifically in a multi-million-dollar mansion located in the affluent Brentwood area, a neighborhood renowned for being home to numerous Hollywood stars and wealthy individuals. Malia's private Brentwood home is described as comfortable and fully furnished, designed in a modern style with large glass walls that allow natural light to flood the living space. This architectural choice not only creates an airy and open atmosphere, but also helps her easily blend her living environment with the surrounding nature. Malia appears to have skillfully combined elements of luxury with a genuine closeness to nature, creating a home that is both strikingly modern and warmly inviting. In addition to its contemporary interior design, Malia's house is also fully equipped with desirable amenities, including a private swimming pool, a lush green garden, and various outdoor relaxation areas, providing an ideal space for her to unwind after stressful working hours and a welcoming venue for hosting friends and relatives on special occasions. Malia Ann Obama not only stands out with her sophisticated lifestyle, but also reportedly possesses an impressive taste in cars, particularly favoring high-end electric vehicles and luxury SUVs that suit the vibrant and dynamic lifestyle of Los Angeles. Within Malia's or her family's car collection, the $130,000 Tesla Model S is a prominent feature, symbolizing luxury and cutting-edge modern technology. As one of the most advanced electric cars available today, renowned for its powerful performance and sleek, sophisticated design, the Tesla Model S meets the need for strong acceleration. The Plaid version can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in approximately 2.5 seconds, while also being an environmentally friendly choice thanks to its advanced battery technology and the innovative autopilot self-driving system. Malia's preference for the Tesla Model S likely stems from its perfect combination of advanced technology, exhilarating performance, and a commitment to sustainability. For someone residing in a dynamic and forward-thinking environment like Los Angeles, this car serves not only as a means of transportation, but also as a statement about embracing a green, modern, and responsible lifestyle for the future. In addition to the Tesla, Malia has been associated with luxury SUVs that represent class and comfort for every journey. One of the models that might be found in her collection is the Range Rover, valued at over $90,000. This powerful SUV boasts excellent off-road capabilities and a luxurious design, ensuring a smooth and comfortable ride on long trips, making it an ideal choice for those who appreciate a blend of strength and sophistication. It's also conceivable that Malia could own or have access to a $130,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, an SUV renowned for its distinctive boxy and rugged design. Despite its powerful and utilitarian aesthetic, the G-Class does not compromise on luxury and comfort. With its spacious interior and array of high-end features, this vehicle is an ideal choice for those who love a fusion of luxury and adventure on their journeys of discovery. These luxury SUVs are perfectly suited for Malia to navigate the busy streets of Los Angeles or to venture out to the suburbs for a relaxing getaway, each vehicle a symbol of her modern, active, and undeniably classy lifestyle. Despite being born into a prominent and politically active family, Malia has cultivated a remarkably low-key and understated lifestyle. Her life decisions consistently reflect her maturity, her fiercely guarded independence, and a clear, developing vision concerning important social issues. Malia generally lives a simple life and does not appear to gravitate towards excessive noise or ostentatious luxury. Despite having access to modern and luxurious amenities, she consistently maintains a down-to-earth lifestyle. Malia stands out with her unique and often emulated fashion style, which frequently combines traditionally masculine and feminine elements. She often appears in oversized outfits, such as loose-fitting blazers paired with ripped jeans, choices that showcase both comfort and a distinctive, individualistic style. More surprisingly to some, Malia Ann Obama made the conscious decision to take a gap year before commencing her studies at Harvard University, rather than matriculating directly after graduating from high school. Her internship at the U.S. Embassy in Spain during the summer of 2016 was her first significant endeavor out of high school. Typically, such embassy internships are reserved for college graduates, but an exception was made in her case. In the fall of 2016, Malia embarked on a journey to South America to explore a different facet of the Spanish-speaking world, spending 3 months traveling in Bolivia and Peru. During this immersive trip, she engaged in activities such as hiking and camping in the Amazon rainforest, participated in discussions about critical issues like environmental protection and social reform, and further honed her language skills. In addition to these enriching individual experiences, the Obama family has a cherished tradition of vacationing on Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts every August. Both Malia and her sister Sasha were encouraged to pursue many extracurricular subjects, with soccer being a particular favorite sport for both. They are also known to be big fans of the Argentine soccer superstar Lionel Messi and have expressed a wish to meet him one day. More admirably, Malia Obama is fluent in Spanish. President Barack Obama himself admitted that his eldest daughter provided him with considerable assistance during his official historic visit to Cuba in March 2016, acting as an informal translator. On a more personal note, Malia Ann Obama is known to be a person who loves animals very much, though she is unfortunately allergic to dog hair. After the family moved into the White House, they decided to get a puppy. But this decision was not straightforward. Due to Malia's allergy to animal dander, the family had to find a hypoallergenic dog breed. After some deliberation, they narrowed their choices down to 2 breeds, a Portuguese water dog or a Labradoodle. Senator Ted Kennedy, a close friend of the Obamas, played a role in helping them decide. In April 2009, he gifted the family a 6-month-old Portuguese water dog. This breed has non-shedding hair, an important factor that allowed Malia to live comfortably with the dog without triggering her allergies. The Obamas named their new canine family member Bo, and he quickly became a beloved and integral part of the family, adored and cared for by everyone. Notably, even from her teenage years, Malia Obama has shown significant promise as a future leader, possessing sharp and well-considered political views. She is not only famous for being the daughter of former President Barack Obama, but also for her strong, articulated stances and actions on pressing social and political issues. One particularly notable event occurred when she spoke out strongly against the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline, a controversial project planned to run through the states of North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Illinois. Malia was not shy about demonstrating her support for the indigenous protest movements, particularly the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, who harbored legitimate fears that the pipeline would threaten their vital water supplies and disrupt sacred ancestral sites. She actively joined protests, speaking out about the critical importance of environmental protection and the fundamental rights of indigenous communities, especially those who are often among the most vulnerable groups. This is just one of the clearest manifestations of Malia's developing political leanings from a young age. With a rich political heritage from her family and her own burgeoning experiences, Malia is widely expected by some to become an important and influential figure in the political future of America. Some commentators have even speculated that Malia could potentially run for office as early as 2033, when she would be old enough and might have accrued sufficient experience to lead the country. With a solid educational background from prestigious institutions, a natural leadership ability, and the inherent support of a powerful and extensive political community, Malia Obama could indeed have the potential to become a great leader in the future. Beyond her burgeoning career and considerable personal assets, Malia Ann Obama also attracts significant public attention, with interesting, though often private, stories about her personal life, especially concerning her romantic relationships. In late 2017, Malia began a relationship with Rory Farquharson, a British student she met while they were both studying at Harvard University. Rory is the son of Charles Farquharson, the chief executive of Insight Investment Management Limited, one of the largest financial institutions in the UK. Their relationship was widely publicized, yet both individuals maintained a very private stance, rarely sharing specific information about each other with the media. However, in a 2020 interview on the Bill Simmons podcast, Malia's father, former President Barack Obama, confirmed that Rory had stayed with the Obama family during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown due to visa-related travel issues. Barack Obama shared that although he initially didn't want to like him, he eventually had to admit that Rory is a great young man. He also humorously remarked that young men eat a lot, joking that the Obama family's grocery bill had increased by about 30% due to Rory's food consumption. While Malia and Rory's relationship was not overtly public, these anecdotes provided a glimpse into their closeness. Malia has consistently maintained a private lifestyle and rarely allows the public to know too much about her romantic entanglements. In August 2022, Malia made headlines again when she was rumored to be dating music producer Dawit Eklund. However, neither Malia nor Dawit have publicly confirmed or denied these rumors, and specific details about their relationship remain vague and largely speculative. Despite her fame and inherent talent, Malia Ann Obama continues to maintain her privacy and sophistication in protecting her personal life, choosing to live a lifestyle separate from and largely unaffected by constant public scrutiny. Her maturity and balanced approach to relationships will undoubtedly be one of the factors that contribute to her potential as an important figure in the future. Although Malia Ann Obama generally lives a private life, and her family has always strived to protect her from undue attention, she has still, at times, become the center of unwanted controversy and public debate, demonstrating that even the daughter of a former president is not immune to the challenges of youth and public scrutiny. One such instance of rebellion occurred in 2019 when Malia Obama made headlines after a video of her allegedly drinking at a Miami beach party went viral. Notably, she was only 20 years old at the time, and in the United States, the legal drinking age is 21. Although she did not break any laws, as the drinking itself wasn't definitively proven and local laws vary, the incident drew criticism from some quarters, with commentators suggesting she was not setting a good example for young people. However, many others defended her actions, stating that this was normal behavior for a young person exploring her independence. Another notable incident took place in 2016 when Radar Online published a video that appeared to show Malia smoking what was speculated to be a marijuana cigarette at the Lollapalooza Music Festival in Chicago. Not only that, but she was also reportedly exposed for kissing a stranger in public during the festival. At that time, the Obama daughter faced heavy criticism for allegedly being a bad example for young people. This created a significant amount of controversy because many people felt that her actions were unworthy of a child of the esteemed Obama family. Conversely, others argued that these actions were simply those of a young person and that there was nothing to condemn excessively. When Malia faced criticism for the smoking incident, two other prominent first daughters, Ivanka Trump and Chelsea Clinton, publicly spoke up to defend her, emphasizing that Malia has the right to a private life and should not be subjected to such intense criticism merely because she is the daughter of a prominent political figure. Malia Ann has also had to endure some unpleasant and often unwarranted comments on social media. In 2014, Elizabeth Lawton, a Republican communications staffer, posted critical comments about the way Malia and her sister Sasha dressed at the annual White House turkey pardon ceremony. Lawton opined that the two girls were being disrespectful and unworthy of being members of the first family. This incident caused a strong and immediate public backlash, ultimately forcing Lawton to resign from her position. In another somewhat shocking incident, Malia Obama, at the age of 21, was reportedly asked by comedian Pete Holmes to leave his show because she was allegedly talking too much during his performance. According to public information, Malia was sitting in the front row and throughout the show kept chatting with her friends, thereby disturbing those around her. Pete Holmes, who was performing at the time, felt his act was being interrupted and requested that Malia leave the show. It is worth noting that after the incident, Holmes stated that he did not know Malia was the daughter of former President Barack Obama and did not recognize her when he asked her to leave. Although it was arguably a small incident during a performance, this event quickly attracted attention from the media and the public. Some people opined that this was a normal action for a performer to take, while others suggested that Pete Holmes had acted too stiffly and disrespectfully towards a guest, regardless of whether she was the daughter of a famous person. Controversies aside, at the age of 26, Malia Obama has firmly established herself as an independent filmmaker, taking steady and impressive steps in the film industry. She is not only recognized as the daughter of former President Barack Obama, but also as a genuinely creative artist, diligently building a separate and impressive career on her own terms. In early 2025, Malia appeared at a screening of Eva Victor's film, Sorry Baby, demonstrating her support for fellow young filmmakers. Malia and her sister Sasha currently live together in Los Angeles, where they enjoy a close and independent lifestyle. The two sisters are often seen participating in outdoor activities together, such as picnics in the park, highlighting their close bond and active way of life. With a solid educational foundation and a clear passion for the arts, Malia is actively continuing to develop her career in the film industry. She reportedly plans to undertake long-form film projects and continue to collaborate with prestigious producers such as Donald Glover, with the aim of further affirming her position and unique voice within the highly competitive Hollywood film industry. Malia Obama is undeniably building a promising film career. By skillfully combining her creative talent with her unique and evolving fashion sense, she continues to serve as a role model for independence and creativity in the contemporary entertainment world. Malia Obama is not just the daughter of a former U.S. president. She is actively proving herself to be a formidable talent in the film industry in her own right. With a rising career, a distinctive fashion style, and an independent life, Malia has been courageously writing her own impressive and evolving story. Despite the constant pressure and unyielding attention from the public, she has remained steadfast in pursuing her passion and walking her own unique path. At 26, Malia is not only a symbol of independence, but also an inspiration for those who aspire to be true to themselves. As this video wraps up, we'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is vital for our channel's growth and helps us keep creating content. To be notified about new videos, remember to hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.